of my friends are watching the Level documentary.
Hello, Bears.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hello, Bears,
Hello.
and welcome back to the
Phil,
Salute.
don't look at the answers.
And welcome back to the Second Kings podcast. Today, Philip is going to read us some Bible trivia, and then we'll get into the main episode.
Which is Santa.
Check the timestamp to see when the discussion actually starts, or something.
No, they do the trivia. They like the trivia.
Any girls listening?
Not even one.
Chemistry girl?
Not even one.
She's
is
still
so
around?
good. It's like there's not even one sinless person. No, not even one. It says that's not an exact quote, but it says something like that.
Okay,
somewhere.
question
no,
one.
Not even one.
Oh, in 1 John.
Who left
What
her
you're
son
talking
under
about?
a shrub so that she did not have to watch him die?
Oh.
Dang.
I don't know that.
You thinking?
Who left her son under
Can
a
you
shrub?
tell us old or new?
I
I think it's definitely old.
It's definitely old.
Yeah, but I thought it might have been helpful.
Who left
It
her
was
son
not.
under a shrub so she would not have to watch him die?
Ruth?
I almost... it almost is maybe like Moses, but obviously that's not. But I'm like, maybe she put him under there before she set him off, but I don't think
He
that's
didn't
it.
die.
No, I know, but maybe she thought he was going to die.
What if? Is it possible
But she sent him in the river.
that this was?
But I think it was his sister who set him in the river, right? Or was it his mom?
Ooh.
I think it was his mom.
Ooh.
I don't think it's the. I don't think it's
Mom and then
Moses.
sister takes it into her own hands.
I think
Yeah.
that this could be an interesting play. What if it? I don't remember reading this,
You got a
but
gambit?
maybe in 2 Samuel, Bathsheba's son, the first son that David had with her, died, and David was like fasting for like 7 days, like laying on the floor miserable. Maybe like she put him in a shrub. I don't think so. I don't remember it, but that's the only thing I can think of where it's like maybe.
I don't know.
What's her name? Oh, you say Bathsheba?
Did David get Me Too'd for Bathsheba?
He would have.
Different times.
Alright, next. Save the
What's
answers
the
for the
answer?
end.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
I just looked at it.
What is
but
it?
then
Why
you
would you
spoiled
say the
them
answer
all.
to
Well,
the
so
end?
he doesn't have to spoil all the other
Ross
answers.
He
told
doesn't.
me
He
to
can do
cover
one
it,
at a time.
Oh.
Hagar is the answer.
Oh.
Ishmael.
Wait, Ishmael died?
No.
He still walks the earth?
No.
Maybe,
So Hagar put Ishmael in a shrub?
I don't know.
Who was the governor of Judea during the time of Christ?
Pilate?
No, that would
Judea?
be Rome.
Yeah.
This is
Hold on.
Oh, I think I know. Wait.
I don't say it because I am like.
Nicodemus.
No.
Are you serious? You're
Okay,
not serious.
no,
Okay.
Oh, I should.
Maybe
know
when I hear
this.
the name.
This is
No, when you hear the name, you're gonna know.
Herod? Isn't that John the Baptist? Times? Herod? King Herod?
I don't think it is. Right?
Herod. I know Herod was bad,
Governor?
and he was king.
I know.
Yeah.
All
I don't
of
know
it,
if he was
like,
the
all of the
Jezebel
family.
time or no, King Ahab.
I don't know it.
I don't know. Who was it?
Ahab's familiar. I think that's in Kings. Wait, don't. I think it.
I'm gonna look that now.
Oh,
I have a feeling. I think.
I think it either starts with an A or an M, and I can say that with 95% certainty.
It is Pilate.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I was not thinking Pilate.
I wasn't.
Of
That's the
Judea.
first thing I said.
I guess did they have like Roman territories then? 'Cause-
What was the question? Who's the governor?
Who's the
Yeah.
Governor of Judea, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Rome.
Judea was a territory. Of
It's
Rome.
so it's like in Star Wars. Like you remember that woman in
Yeah.
Rebels? Like she's not from Lothal, but she's like the imperial governor.
Yeah.
So in the same way,
That
Pilate
makes
was like the
sense.
Roman governor from the empire.
Yeah,
Should have just said that.
What was that woman, General Price?
but I
the
didn't.
dark
But I
hair
didn't think
yeah,
that
like-
they'd be Roman.
It's
I
super
yeah no.
ugly.
I was.
I was like
thinking
thinking
the same
for
thing.
like
I agree.
the.
She's just
I
a drawing.
agree.
She in Ahsoka?
I was thinking there
Yeah,
was
bro,
like
she's
this.
dead.
Stuff you were
head-
saying about Adam
Yeah,
Eve,
no,
right?
There was this head of the council.
We'll cut
She's
that
real
out.
to me.
What is the root of all evil? Money.
The love of money.
Yeah,
Nope. Different.
Same thing.
Solomon
Yes.
had lots of money.
I will have lots of money.
Not after Deloitte hears this.
Oh.
is that? That's First Timothy somewhere. I think it's other places. Does it say the
Next.
Is it-
10-6.
6th? That was my
Or
guess.
6
Next.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Into what land was Joseph sold?
Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Egypt.
What happened to saying I know so that we all get time?
Yeah, but I like saying it now.
How many braids
Obvious
of
ones.
Samson's hair did Delilah have
Ooh.
shaved?
Is it possible it's all?
How many braids? I
You
would
gotta
guess-
get a specific
braids?
I'm gonna say.
32.
I was gonna say 5.
I was kind of thinking 7 if I have to use specific
Braids? You could have a lot of braids, though.
Obi-Wan only has 1.
You can have a lot.
And he's a
Okay.
Padawan. Wait, I didn't guess.
I know. I'm not gonna say it.
I said
already made-
7.
I'm gonna go 20.
The answer is all 7. So Ross is correct.
Ross is-
I was right on both ends. That is crazy. I said all and then 7.
I was second closest.
Was it
I
me
was
Oh,
or the
third
Holy
closest.
Spirit?
Phil was way far
Yeah,
off.
that was dumb.
That's mean.
Man, see, that's why it's Xbox gamertag 137. That's I always
Who
guess a
did
1 or 2.
Jesus say the Sabbath was made for?
God?
Man,
Everyone? The Sabbath?
I would say God.
A human.
I mean, I don't think God
It's a
needed to
commandment.
rest, but I think He made it for us.
It's a commandment. Israel's?
It's for man.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Dang it.
Israelites?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I think this thing's giving me a headache.
Do you want a couple more?
Calm down.
I think it is.
Man, I do love the Bible trivia.
I know, it was hitting.
They do it
I'm
at
the
20
host
something.
of the greatest game show.
They don't.
But this game is good though. Like the video that we played was way too
It was
easy.
bad.
Bonus round. Random card, random question. Where did Samson find honey?
In
I
the
know
heart-
it.
I know it.
It's lion,
The heart of a lion.
dead lion.
Is the heart?
I don't
Oh,
know.
that's
I don't think it's a
I think it's
heart,
just
but it's
inside the
inside the
lion.
lion.
A lion's carcass.
Ah, too specific.
I said a tree.
What road was it on, lion?
What road?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rainbow Road.
Footlock.
152. What was
The
it?
address.
Oh, I don't know. You wanted to be all
Damascus.
specific. It was the road to Samaria.
All roads.
But no one look it up because it's
Silk
wrong.
Road. Underground
Maybe.
Railroad.
All roads lead to Rome.
All roads lead to the ocean.
Not
That's
an
all.
airport
That's
runway.
all toilets from Finding
So
Nemo.
All
what
roads
do
do
we
lead to the
think
ocean.
about
They
Santa? Should we all say, okay, will you raise your
What's the
kids with
question?
Santa,
What's
yes
the
or no?
question?
Let's all go around.
Wait, what?
Starting with Wyatt. And you can't say I don't know, you have to take a firm stance.
Well, I don't know.
Wyatt ain't having kids.
You have to take a firm stance at the video. It could be like a loose, like you could
I'm,
be
like, paranoid
open-minded. But
Nah,
then
you're good.
later you could change it at the end of the video.
I am a loose yes. Because I had Santa and I thought it was fun.
Did we do Halloween?
The world
on this
does love the
podcast?
world.
Yeah, we did.
There's a Halloween episode.
Was that ever uploaded?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, no way.
Why?
Where's that at?
Next Halloween.
I don't know. I do not have that on my phone. That's what I know.
I don't think I do.
What I know is they did not debate it.
This is
it was
similar
only
to
you.
I know
and
it's not me.
They were like hiding under the couch.
I know. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm still down for Halloween."
I know.
But didn't you also do that?
Well, yeah, but
It's a
Mark
Roman
defended
sport.
it.
The classic Romans 14 conviction.
no.
The one who has like the more like legalist point of view is the one that's weaker in their faith.
But it's not. I know you're joking.
To the peer, always be.
You
Follow your heart.
What is the say the question?
Santa,
again.
yes or no?
Will you raise your kids with Santa?
I'm a soft no.
Ooh,
Do I need to say
a
why?
little softy.
You
loosey,
can if
quick
you want,
no.
or you could just be
Well,
no is all
flaccid
you
I mean, I
know.
feel like. Come on.
Why regrets that one? Flip
Showing,
it.
showing that to your daughter. I feel like the no position is obvious, so I feel like I don't need to explain
Oh, a hard no.
I think.
it. no,
I
wait.
think I want to, which maybe I'll switch it. Maybe the why. Well, she's not gonna have authority over me, so I don't even know what I'm talking about over here. But I think I go with no, and the reason would be like, does it being funny make it right to lie to my kids for like 10 years? Repeatedly, over and over again.
Well, I don't think the lying is the worst part.
Well, it's
I mean,
also...
I think it is. But
You're also talking
let's
about
get
taking
Phil's
away...
First. Let's get Phil's first.
I am a soft yes also. And I think I
That
probably...
means hard yes.
No, it doesn't, because I think that there's a better
Hardest yes I've
alternative.
ever seen, man.
Jesus.
Well, yes, but I mean,
Wolf on a Shelf?
I think
I love that,
think
man.
I think the alternative
Speaking
would
of
be like
Jesus.
a Three Kings Day, like 3 wise men instead of Santa, like 3
Well,
gifts.
the problem
and,
is
like,
they weren't there, so don't do that either.
They came later.
They were. Jesus was like 5.
Harold said
I mean,
that.
it's
That's
not
also
true.
against the
It's not true.
nativity
Jesus
scene.
was 3.
He was, I think, even
2 or
younger.
3.
Because Harold, after
Well,
that,
either
he
way.
said
Harold.
I think that would be a better alternative.
Herod.
he was like, kill all the sons that are 2 and younger.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was 2. It's
So
either
it's
2,
around
2 or
that.
3.
It's around
It is
that
too.
age.
And the wise men.
Killing of the innocent.
But yeah,
I'm not
I think
against the
that is
nativity
a
scene.
better-
I'm against incorrect nativity scenes.
Well, but you could do the
when
wise
I was a
men,
kid-
Only
but you
incorrect
just start it whenever
nativity
they're
No.
3 years old.
I mean,
When I was when I was a kid, I remember my grandma bought a nativity set, and I threw away the wise men in the
did
trash.
she get mad?
I think so, but I didn't care. I was like, it's wrong, and they shouldn't be there.
How old were you?
Regardless,
Oh, probably like 8.
I think that would be a
Okay,
better
so
way
like
to celebrate
a young
Christmas.
Jesus debating like the Pharisees.
Basically.
Santa.
It would be more correct to do it that way, in my opinion. And also, they wouldn't feel left out because all the other kids are getting presents.
Well, no, I don't think the question's presents. I think it's Santa.
Yeah.
You can still. I think you can still
No,
get
yeah,
gifts.
'cause, like the gifts was the Bible
Still
story,
worth it to
Yeah,
celebrate.
like myrrh, frankincense, and
That's
Yeah,
what
gold.
I'm saying.
that is exactly.
We
what
were
I'm saying.
told that they would love the world.
Well, what are you saying?
That is what I'm saying. I'm just saying instead of Santa, just like celebrate like the 3 wise men, 3 King's Day or whatever it is. I think
Do
they
not
do
be
You
that.
said that they were gonna
surprised.
feel bad because they're not getting presents.
Well,
Well, they
you
feel
said
that way
didn't
in heaven.
Celebrate Santa.
It's about Santa, Philip, not presents.
I understand now.
Well,
Dude, if you give
don't
your
do
kid a
3 Kings
gift,
Day either. 'cause
that's
they
gonna
weren't
be terrible.
they were not there for Christmas, so don't do that. You can still call it Christmas. What's Philip talking about?
I was saying I think that
Oops,
was
on the
better than
wrong
Santa.
debate.
We're not on the wrong debate.
So who wants to go first?
I don't really think. Well,
Well, Lane underplayed the lying
do we all
part.
agree?
Obviously, it shifts people's
I'm not a
focus.
soft yes.
No, the lying is very bad,
But it's like,
but it's not the worst part.
I don't
in
even
my
think
opinion.
it's like. I think it's almost like playing a character.
What?
bro,
Saying it's
I-
acting.
I mean,
you're
it
like
kind of is.
you're like the Jews of like Jesus's day, where he's correcting and be like, "Let your yes be yes and your no be no," because they're like making all these loopholes to like get out of like, "Oh, I'm not lying because of this."
That's pretty good.
Lying isn't always bad.
Name one.
I don't know about that.
The mothers hiding the babies.
That is a good one though.
That is.
You get like
I
the
also
prostitute
thought of-
Rahab.
One
Which-
time, no, that's what I said. One time I was
There are scenarios, but I
I
think
know.
Santa's clearly a different one.
I was
from
talking.
that.
Well, another one is I remember because I was talking. I had this discussion one time, and I said Rahab hiding the spies in Jericho, and then God blesses her.
It was
because of
counted
it.
as righteousness.
And then someone else was like, "Yeah," and people would like hide the Jews during the Holocaust.
Yeah, that-
like should they not have?
That's
done
how I
that?
brought. We talked about it in my life group because I watched
Yeah.
Inglorious and was like,
Ah, so good.
"Is it okay to lie about?"
It is
the
hard. I don't
Jews?"
know. Is lying ever okay?
Yes,
It
the answer
is.
is yes.
if it's like,
I don't know if it is though.
I
if
think
you're
it
trying to
is.
like save lives, like it is a good thing. It's like, think of it this way, like, okay, the government, which you're supposed to be submitting to, is like turn in all Jews or something. But then it's like, if you were to obey, then it would like go against.
We all know where this
Your
conversation
conscience.
could
No,
go.
we're getting to the
it goes
protesting
against
and
like
all that.
more of the God's command part. It's like this goes against, if it goes against God, but the government says it, God's command goes above. And like if you would in a way be responsible for their death if you were to do
I
that.
feel like it's hard to say lying is okay though.
But what about the examples that you even pointed out?
I don't have a good answer to them. It just
I think
feels
it's- okay.
wrong still.
I think
But the Rahab
it won't
one,
feel
though?
wrong though. Like if you literally have, like they're literally murdering Jewish people, innocent Jewish people,
Yeah, I
based
guess.
solely on race, and you're like trying to help them like escape, and they're in your attic, and sorry, the only
And these
and
aren't like
and they're coming. Evil people are coming to your house and be like,
Yeah,
"Do
no,
you
I
have
know.
like what do you do?" You're not gonna feel bad. You're not gonna feel convicted about doing that.
and they're not like serial killers. Like these are literally these could be like babies. These could be kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so lying's okay in that case.
There is contextual lying.
I think that's
but it's
pretty
okay.
different than Santa. Though.
Yes, very incredibly.
It's
stuff I
different.
would say.
It's different, but okay, this is a bad example, but remember we watched the Jubilee video where it was like 7 atheists but 1 secret Christian, and the Christian was like telling them that she's an atheist, and like I think she maybe
Okay, that's not the same.
no,
Though.
it's not the same, but it's on more of a where I think it's okay. She's playing a character. She's in an aspect of a game, and
But that's a game.
no, I know it's a game.
That's
I
like
know it's a game.
that's like being like I'm not the imposter in Among Us.
no, I
I'm
know.
saying that. Is it like-
no, I know.
Like,
but
it's
I'm-
like-
Christians play Mafia.
Yeah, like.
Christians
No.
play hide and seek.
no, I know.
Can
but I'm saying
Christian-
I think you can maybe
Can
apply
Christians
some of
play
that.
faking it on Jackbox 3?
I think you can maybe apply some of that to this, where it's like a little bit of a facade and a little bit of a game where I'm like, there's a Santa Claus that comes down the chimney, and I'm telling my kid this, and it's like, it's kind of just, like, obviously, there is a non-truthful things being said, but is it really sinful non-truthful things? I guess that's good.
I
And
think-
again, I'm on a soft yes.
I think maybe a pretty big distinction here, though, of these games is these games aren't lasting like multiple years and stuff. Like a lot of times, it's like the child's like 10 or something, like, and it's like these lies continue.
I don't think you believe in Santa until you're 10.
But
I was
also,
pretty
I
slow
think the
to. I
time.
really wanted to believe in Santa.
I think the
pretty
time
late.
aspect maybe. I mean, what if the Jubilee video
Ross was
was?
14.
10 years
whenever
old.
My parents told him.
14? You were in middle school?
I was kidding.
Oh.
Actually, that might be true.
I think it was like 5th or 4th grade.
Was it in Florida or Missouri?
It was at the end of Florida, but
Into Florida was 7th grade for you.
wait, no, beginning.
I don't.
Because it was
remember
around
when
whenever I
I-
got my first phone. Because I remember someone told me that they saw my parents buy it.
Like, I guess
So I think
What a-
5th grade.
I don't know. I just I'm having a hard. Like, is Elf on the Shelf
Anthony,
wrong?
I'll
I don't
never
know. That's
forget.
kind of a game.
Elf on the Shelf is kind of just weird.
It is
What? Elf on the Shelf is awesome.
It's kind of gay.
No, I hate it. It's so bad.
Why is
I
Elf
mean,
on the
look-
Shelf bad?
I just don't like
Because
it.
it's weird.
It is weird.
Why?
And it looks weird. It looks like a pedophile.
It does look weird.
I just don't
It,
like it.
it's like some like
There's just something off.
guys
It's
have
like
no
Toy
argument.
Story.
I
It's
think
like
maybe
a
it's like a
Ouija
demon.
board.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, this is it.
It watches
Ross
you.
is onto something. here.
guys
Watches
are
you
not
throughout the
convincing
day
of
and
your
then
side 'cause you're being
sneakily
stupid.
hides and like walks around. It's like Toy Story but evil.
It's like Chucky.
It is like Chucky.
Well,
Gary's in the hospital for overeating.
were you brought up on Santa or no?
It was for overeating.
Yeah, I believed in Santa until I was I was like 5 or 6. But here's what my mom has said, and I don't think she's lying to me. This is how at least she remembers it. Is I asked her straight up one time when I was like 6, and she didn't want to lie to me, so she said he's fake.
Was it because of
I
Anthony?
also am trying to even
I
think
don't even
if
know
I
who
ever
that
even
is.
asked.
I
Like,
remember in elementary school there was a kid named Anthony. I don't know if you remember him, but I remember
No.
he went around and told everybody that Santa was fake. And
My
I went
mom-
home and I said, "There's this kid at school who says Santa's fake," and my parents were like, "He's lying." And then I
You should hit him for that.
and then I remember I held a grudge and I hated that kid for so long. I still remember it.
I don't remember. I remember my mom when she told me, she was like, "Don't tell other kids at school."
Which
She was
that
like,
is
"You will
good.
get in trouble if you tell other kids at school."
So I think that's a good example of if you think it's wrong, if you feel convicted
drinking?
for, I think it Romans 14. if you truly do feel like it's wrong to lie to your kid, like you feel like an actual conviction, then I don't think you should. I don't think you should like deny that feeling you have. But as of right now, I don't have children, and I won't have children for a long time. But as of right now, like
big hypothetical.
It's in the blood.
well, I can do this. Like I have a niece now, and so I don't feel wrong being like, oh, that gift's from Santa.
I would never
I
I
wouldn't say that.
Elf on the, I got like a wooden ship one time. And it was
I would
like
say,
and I also I wrote a note to Santa and left it on like the bookshelf downstairs. And I said, it was like something. If you're real, sign this. And my aunt signed it.
What about?
And I thought it was real.
What about like the Tooth Fairy?
I got his autograph. I'm sold on eBay.
Tooth Fairy?
What about Tooth Fairy?
I'm fine.
Because I think if Santa's not okay, Tooth Fairy's not okay.
I agree. The thing about
I agree.
so Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny. Here's the thing. What even
is the Easter
Bunny?
Bunny?
Never
what do you do with
believed
the Easter Bunny?
I never
Hide
believed in the
eggs.
Easter Bunny.
I think Santa was the
Hide
only
eggs.
one I believed.
Santa.
No, I definitely believed in Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy. I'm trying to even think if I really
You believed in the Easter Bunny.
Ross, you believed in Santa
Yeah.
since you were in 8th grade.
Dude, we did.
I think
Sandman.
you did, and I think you're speaking for me, and I don't think you can do
I'm
that.
telling you, you did.
I don't know who gives you the authority and the right to
I'm
do
telling
that.
you, you did.
Let your
I
yes
don't
be
think I did.
yes.
It just doesn't make sense.
Hiding the eggs.
Okay,
Bro,
in the morning,
we would
dude.
watch our parents hide the eggs.
No,
Ross.
not the hard-boiled eggs. The actual Easter eggs, not like the candy ones that you just throw in the yard.
The eggs that we dyed?
Yeah.
We dyed them.
Yeah, and then mom and dad would hide them every single
we
Easter
died
morning.
self every day.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know the deep theology
even
of
know
Easter
Easter.
Bunny.
What's the lore? Okay,
Yeah, where
now
does Easter Bunny come from?
Ross,
Here's what I can
Why
say.
is the
I don't
Bunny still
remember
on
a
the
time
line
where I'm like,
point?
oh yeah, Easter Bunny is real.
so you don't think you should lie to your kids, Ross? Is that what you're saying? 'Cause you
I
said
think
underplayed the
I think
line
we are
point.
told not to lie, and I think it.
but there are
But you're
moral
saying there are
lies.
sometimes where it's okay.
There are sometimes. when
Okay,
it's
yeah,
okay.
when there's like someone's life on the line.
But I think this is a situation where we can't specifically look at this 100% cannot like go back to scripture completely, and so you're gonna have to just take some teachings from the Bible, and some common sense, some words of wisdom, and some
but it is
conviction, and come to a conclusion on your own.
But I mean, we can agree that it is a lie.
Well, duh.
I can agree that I'm lying when I say there's not Jews in my basement.
So okay,
If someone asks.
but you have that reason of like, okay,
Yeah,
it makes
Jews
it
in your
right
basement.
because there's lives on the line.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes it right to tell your kid that Santa's
It's
not
the same
real?
thing about like a game. Like it's like I'm playing a character. It's fun. It's a game. It's not. I wouldn't say. Now here's what you should be pointing out is centering it around Santa and not Jesus.
Well,
We'll get there.
that's another
We'll get
main
there.
point. Yeah.
That's what.
We will get there
Because
yeah.
that's why I'm a soft. And it's the same with like I never believed in Easter Bunny.
Before we
It
get
can't
there,
become
though,
about.
Before we get to
Mhm.
that, which is I agree, which is my main reason for no. Ross, on the line, what if your kid asks, like, would you ever lie to your kids?
I think that there's probably like give me a scenario where it's like
You're
it'd be
asking
like,
How
about
are
what-
babies
yeah.
made?
I'd be like, it is a thing that happens between like a husband and a wife, and then I probably just wouldn't.
But
go
how
beyond
does it
that.
happen? Like, what if they, like, because you know little
They're
kids, like,
yeah.
keep asking you,
Well,
like,
yeah.
how, why?
I would maybe just be like, you'll find out later.
So
They
I mean,
don't know.
basically, there
Right?
are
Like-
times now. Can you apply this like I'm lying to my kids for the better of them or whatever to this Santa thing?
You
No.
can. No, you can. And it's. Obviously.
Santa does not prove you're alive.
No. Obviously, it does come with drawbacks because, like, it ends up being fake. But Santa is a good way to teach kids to believe in something they can't see.
But the thing
But
that
it
they're
needs to be
believing and can't
used
see
like
is
that.
fake.
That is retarded.
No, it is. No, it is true though.
What?
I mean, it's true. It.
Or teach them
Like-
about God instead.
No, you. Yeah.
Or
Just
gravity.
trade
No, you do. You do.
What do gravity and Santa have in common?
You can't see them, and they don't exist.
Why isn't everybody laughing with us?
I'm just really thinking about this now.
What's something else you might lie to your kid about?
If something bad happened, like maybe someone died, like someone
Dog
or
went to
like
the
a
farm.
dog, yeah, like we went to the farm,
or how about the dog is in heaven?
yeah, stuff like
What
that.
do you think about that?
I
Do
probably
dogs
would
go to heaven?
That well, exactly. We don't know.
Honestly,
and so saying that it is.
Oh, I
would
thought
be
you were
a
saying you
lie.
could say that.
honestly.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you tell your kid the
Yeah.
dead dog is in heaven, that's a lie. I think because we don't know.
I think
But it's still like a guess. Like, I don't think it's a bad guess. I mean, I think it might
Well,
be wrong.
I think
animals
I
I
do
think
that.
all there's somewhere where it's like all creation singing. It's like I think it's in Revelation. It's like all creation sings, and so it's like
When
all
God
creation-
sings with
Well,
his
no.
creations,
grass.
will
Will
eternal-
I'm just saying, the all
Veggie
creation,
Tales?
all creation.
Okay, the grass does have a beautiful voice.
But obviously,
They
that's
hit
not
those
what
notes,
that
man.
says, because not all of creation is in heaven.
When God
Yeah,
sings with
I
his
mean,
creation, will a turtle not be part of the choir?
Yeah, I think that's what I've heard.
By no means. For I am sure.
But on that
I
note
don't
about
know why I
like
said
like
that.
if your dog, I think it's okay to say like, oh, he went to the farm. He went to a farm. He's got a lot of places.
See, I don't
He's
know.
got a lot of room. But
I mean,
it's
wait,
okay for it
would
to
you
be
tell
wrong
What about
for
a
you,
he's
I think.
gone, but it's okay?
No,
Would you tell?
personally,
Like,
I'm
would
just
you
gonna be
just
straight
tell-
up.
like,
I'm just
why-
gonna be straight up with them.
Why wouldn't you just tell the kid that the dog died? Like I
No,
think that's just better.
I agree,
Got
but
hit by
I'm
a
not
car,
gonna say
you're
it's
gonna
like
tell
yeah,
your
you
kid
just have to do. I think you
got
just
hit
have
by
to
a car.
do it.
no.
Like,
got ran over.
gotta-
I'm with
Roadkill.
you, but I would not say
it's your
like,
dinner.
I wouldn't
that
condemn,
bad.
I
I would
wouldn't
not
condemn someone.
I wouldn't condemn
Ross
But that
someone
doesn't
for
mean
doing
it's
it.
not. But just because you wouldn't condemn someone, like, you could still be right.
Ross didn't
Right,
cry
weaker
when
in
Buzz
faith.
died.
He fed him
It's
chocolate
not
pies.
and that's why he died.
Ross did not come to the vet with us whenever Buzz died.
Dude,
It was me and my mom. We're the only ones that went, and I carried him. I carried him through the store.
Just as
Dang.
David was grieving, laying on the floor.
Where's your dad?
I think
He
he's
didn't
at
go
work.
either. He was also grieving with me.
Dang.
Yeah, I gotta
Which is
work.
sad. But an interesting. Okay, because like right now, like you guys are saying these things, and it's like very clearly a joke. Jokes are hard. There's hard lines to draw with those. It's like
You
kind of in the
said-
same context where it's like lying and jokes.
But the thing is,
Like,
Ross,
yes. What about is sarcasm okay?
is
it's
there
hard.
humor in heaven?
Is there humor in heaven? Is there emotions
So
in heaven?
the bigger point is, of course, Santa is a distraction from Christ,
Right.
And that's why it's bad, obviously, in my opinion.
But I had a good Santa experience.
But it wasn't about Jesus, so it was bad.
I mean, drinking a Sprite isn't about Jesus.
I mean, I don't think that's the same. Like, I mean, the point of Christmas is to celebrate Christ, and
Right, but it was
anything other-
always
anything you're doing-
both. It was always more Jesus too. Like the Santa thing. Like
How
I
does it
didn't
fit in?
I didn't,
How does that fit into the story of Christ's birth?
So it doesn't. But all I'm saying is like we did milk and cookies. We did like I think the one time I got like a gift from it was like a wooden ship. One time my aunt signed this letter. Elf on the Shelf.
I just think it's a distraction, and it makes kids think it's about Santa. Maybe it's not. I guess maybe that wasn't the case for you.
Well, I
don't know.
think it may be some family. I don't know exactly how families do it, but do some families do it where they think all the presents are from Santa?
Yes.
I don't think all of them.
Because I didn't do that. So maybe
No, I didn't either. It would be like
It was always.
it was like your stocking is from Santa, and maybe a couple presents.
No.
See, mine was
There.
always just like I got the one gift one time.
Yeah.
And like that. So Santa for me, if it's very like milk and cookies, your kid writes a stupid letter and you want to sign it.
We had a lot
Like
from Santa.
it's very, very small, supplementary, not necessary even, but it cannot be the focus, and it just needs to be like low level stuff, in my opinion.
If
I were to do it.
We had like we would have like one like main gift that was usually like a bigger thing, and that would be from our parents, but then everything else, like stockings, everything else under the tree was all Santa. Wow. Is how we did it.
Yeah.
And I do.
So I think even my perception
I do think
of
that
Santa
is,
might
like,
even just be wrong.
Yeah, like I do think that is bad, because I do, like, looking back as a kid, I was definitely like more excited for like the gift and like the the present aspect than actually like and Jesus, and that might just be a kid.
That's just how do you get it off?
No,
is it impossible to get it off?
I don't think you can say it's just a kid thing.
Because
like, how do you feel? Because like
presents were like the whole point.
I mean, well, that just
is that because of Santa?
That speaks more to the larger problem of like. I don't know if we ever did a podcast on like wealth and like
we did
like consumerism, but like especially in America, like it's such a like the obsession with like gaining and like getting more and more things. And yes, and like the commercializing of Christmas and making it all about the presents and the wrapping paper and blah, blah, blah. And like Santa factors in. But
so what's the
like
answer?
even without Santa, even if you don't have Santa, what you just said is still a problem.
Oh no, I agree. And that's what I'm saying too.
But I think like, a lot of it does have to do with your kid. A lot of it.
I mean, yeah, cuz like whenever I was like whenever we were kids,
you just have to balance it. You just have to be like
I think
this is not what it's about.
Yeah.
And I think honestly that's what people like, even my family, like I grew up in a Christian household, but definitely up until like I don't know when, maybe sometime in early high school, it was all about presents. Like,
yeah.
That was what I was most excited for.
Oh, of course. And not like realizing that the greatest gift.
Yeah, even still, like I like giving presents, but a part of it now, I like getting presents, but even now I also like giving, but there is probably an aspect.
Imagine getting to give a gift to your girlfriend.
I've done that.
Good for you. What is too many presents?
6.
Are you serious?
No, I don't.
I think there's years where I had like 30.
Oh no, I used to get so.
We never had that many. But
Not
we had
Christmas tree.
I think definitely 30, but like
there was one year
maybe peeking into like one year I got like an Xbox and an iPhone.
We usually got
and like something
we either got a couple
like,
big things or a lot.
There were like my dad especially, like my dad goes like hard on Christmas. He like, and my dad also like he will always do this like some kind of like joke gift or something like that. Like I'm trying to even remember like the year we got our iPhones, he like he like made like like the cup and string. Like the we put to the ear. He like made those and like put pictures of our friends inside them and like was like, oh, here's your phones, and like I was mad at him. Like, and then like there was possibly even tears starting to come, and this is 7th grade, and then he like goes around the corner, he like brings out like all the iPhones, and it like he always does. He's done like last year he did like a riddle, and like. So plain, like 7 different riddles that all had to do with like our house, and we'd like go around the house, and at the end of it he like bought us like a nice like mutual fund that he gave us, all of us. And so
you gonna get me one?
No.
Dibs.
No. But it is something that my dad has done that I would love to continue if I ever have a family, which I guess I won't. But
one year my dad was in charge of it, and he put the presents in the tree. And my mom was very mad. Like it was just
I think you've told me
like
that.
Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga was like in the branches along with like some foam rocket launchers.
So well, don't you guys like? Do you guys like put something in the tree or someone finds it or something like?
Huh?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I'm thinking of the wrong. There's like a tradition where you like put something inside the tree and you have to like find it.
No.
Like, I don't know what it is exactly, but my family goes
white elephant.
Like. My family goes really hard.
Why laughed? You can't.
Why did you say that?
I thought it was
that's
funny.
the tradition.
It was just like it was funny, man.
I don't get it.
It's because it wasn't white elephant.
Oh, it's just stupid.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean,
so
it's 2 a.m.
He's Drax.
You just didn't get it.
And
something else though that's bad about Santa is like the naughty and nice list. I think because then
that's just the way you get your kids.
You're just
see this
workspace.
no, you're just buying more into like you're so obsessed. Oh well, you're not going to get any presents. It's all about the presents. It's all about what do I get from Santa? What can I gain from this? Oh, you better be good, or else you're not going to get a new Xbox like that. And that's such a bad.
Another
thing
that
think
adds
kids
to that
being
though
bad is
it's like whenever Ross and I would go to the store.
That's obviously not what I'm saying.
Whenever Ross and I would go to the store,
No
we'd
one's
like
with
go and like
you're all alone over there.
Whenever Ross and I used to go to the store, whenever we were kids, and we'd look at the toy aisle or whatever, we'd see something that we want. My parents would always just be like, "Ask for it for Christmas," like to get us to shut up. And I think that also plays a part in like making it all about the presents. And like,
here's my problem.
Like, oh, I
that
finally
I'm
get
realizing right
stuff.
now.
Like,
Santa is way more than what I experience. Santa is naughty or nice list. Presents all came from Santa.
Yeah.
Something about a sleigh and blah, blah, blah.
Reindeer. There's like one with like
magic
red nose.
Rudolph.
North Pole elves and
South Pole elves.
Honestly, yeah, Santa is bad for another reason because it makes you believe in a false vision of what the North Pole is.
there is no North Pole. And you can't fly there.
Going back to the workspace stuff, did your parents ever be like you better not do this or you'll be on the naughty list and stuff like that?
That's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm saying.
It's
we never
like
did that.
now, like from the kid point of view, it's like I have to be good for Santa,
exactly,
and not for God.
Yeah,
that's
exactly
bad.
what I'm saying. And then Wyatt.
And it's also only around Christmas time.
Oh, my kids
like
be bad.
They're not pulling out the naughty nice list during like summer either. It's like only during Christmas time is when I have to be good.
Exactly.
That's like the cheat. That's the skip.
It's such a.
So
it's
here,
just like
it's like a repent
lazy
the last
parenting.
minute of your life. You're good.
So here is my.
It's like just the last month is all that matters.
Yep.
It's all about December.
Here's my answer.
You start the year bad. If you end it good, you're good.
I think we could narrow down, at least for me, like naughty or nice list. I didn't do that growing up. I don't want to see that. I think that is going back to like you're doing it for Santa instead of something greater like God. And I think I don't even. What was the other stuff? Is there other stuff? Yeah. Presents from I don't do presents from Santa. I got one as a kid. I thought it was kind of cool.
I just don't really know, like, what do you gain from it? I guess, like, you think it's a fun game or something, but, like, is that really worth it?
The only
like,
downside
what are
would be
positives?
your kids rebelling because their life was different from the world, which you'd hope later they respect it.
And I think
it's
they
also
would.
I mean, I remember pulling out Ephesians 6. I think it's like 1 through 3. It's like, honor your father and your mother. This is the first commandment with the promise. It's like... But it's like you're supposed to raise them in the faith too, obviously.
Oh, so Kanye.
I don't know if it says that in Ephesians, but it's like that's obviously like a
Dropping
common thing. So it's like
minis.
Their life should not look
Poppin',
like the world's.
A Medi. I know you wanna play Fortnite. Did you guys see that video I sent you guys? Anyone?
I clicked on it for like
I don't
3
think
seconds.
I don't think you said that.
I did send it.
But whenever you were singing it, I'm like, it really made me want to listen to some Kanye.
It's so good.
You honestly did pretty good.
Was it? I thought it
Raise
kind of
on
sounded
the
like it.
faith. That's the closed on Sunday song.
Oh, I know you wanna play Fortnite.
Like,
That song's so good. The real.
Anyways, I guess I can.
I just
come to some stuff
like
with
what
Santa.
is the benefit from it? A fun game? Or
It's
something?
fun, yeah.
But is it fun enough for the potential downsides?
I don't think there isn't that many.
Well, you just listed a bunch.
Well, I listed the bad parts of Santa that I would not do.
I don't know if you can...
It's like there's bad parts of Halloween that I would not do.
I don't know if you can stop your kids from...
Thinking all the presents are from Santa?
Or just from, like... I just don't... I truly don't see, like, what there is to gain from it. I guess you think it's fun to believe that someone comes and eats cookies.
and you look in the sky as a kid and
Elf
like,
on the Shelf.
you're like just like praying.
Get
that-
off Elf on the Shelf.
It's fun.
It's so weird.
I want to be on the other end.
It's like a Ouija board, bro.
Yeah, it is.
And like I remember we also like put like
It's like they have your
like
kids-
reindeer food outside.
Yeah.
I guess like deer ate it.
If your kid
and I was
asks
like,
you,
oh my gosh, somehow the reindeer in my backyard instead of on my roof.
if your kid asks you, does Elf on the Shelf have a soul? What would you say?
I would probably say no.
What if they say? What if they ask if it's really alive? If it really moves?
I have to be there. I don't know. I feel like I would maybe get in because it's a game. I'm playing a game, and I would probably be like, I don't know. Honestly, that's honestly hard because I've never faced like the actual situation where I would actually feel convicted. I can only say right now, like, oh well, sure, yeah, it's a game, but I've never been in a situation, so maybe I would in the moment actually feel wrong about being.
What if you hire a guy named Santa to put presents under your trees?
Also, like going
Then
to
if your
see
kid's
like going on
asked-
Santa's lap on like Bass Pro. Or
I
something.
never did that.
I never did it either,
We
but
did that.
Yeah.
you did.
It smelled like beef and cheese.
You just smell
Like
like
watching,
Elf
like
glow.
is watching Elf.
I don't like watching movies is bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fake. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's,
What do you gain from it though?
It's funny.
Entertainment.
well,
There's
I
the
mean, I don't
spirit.
think.
The Romans, the Colosseum.
I mean, I obviously I agree with you. Yeah. All right. I mean,
I think that's it. I feel like our struggle is we never know when to end the things, and we just talk.
My
in
answer
circles.
is no. Thankfully, none of us will ever have to worry about
My
this.
answer.
Because you'll never
So true.
have children.
I like the thankfully spin. Change out the Doomer clubs. Lane decided to be joyful today.
must have read Philippians.
Yeah, you know.
What do you guys
Philip's gonna
think?
close us out with some prayer.
All right, Philip, take it away.
I don't think prayer at the end is worth it. I mean, we can do it if you want it, but
I mean,
Phil,
some people would
we-
pray as they're like writing scripture.
If
like,
anything, we should pray before we do a podcast.
we pray.
So
Pray,
that we-
how about we pray without ceasing?
So we speak
I think just
Mm,
conversation.
yeah.
What do you think about
Mhm.
that?
That's what we're commanded to do.
on behalf of the Holy
All right,
Spirit.
Philip, lead us in some prayer.
I think Ross needs to do a recap of the Thanksgiving prayer he gave of the entire family. It was pretty good.
Was head honcho, chief of prayers.
See ya.
Goodbye.
42
That was
minutes
so
on
long.
Santa.